right, can we use a teddy bear? Can we adapt a teddy bear into needle felted or any kind of sculptures that you want? I've been following a crafter on YouTube, Nutty Crafter. If you haven't seen her yet, you really want to check her out. But she's got a kit where one of the first things she did, she's made a mold that you make this little sort of blank, this little character out of plaster of Paris, and then you use all the stuff in the kit to adapt it. But that's your basic, and everyone makes something different out of it. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if there's something like that for needle felters, a blank that we could all use and try and make something original for ourselves? And anyone who's been around here for a while knows that I hate needle felting on polystyrene balls, and that is one option. But I thought to myself, what about nice little kind of cheap teddy bears? Could we felt on them, adapt them, make something cute, something horrific, make something of our own, but use these as the base? So I decided, he keeps looking at me, he's very cute, but we're going to, this is my volunteer. He's chosen himself to be, I feel so bad. He's volunteered himself to be this sacrificial attempt, so we can try different techniques on him today to find out if this is going to work. And if it works in future, I have to show you, right? I didn't realize they came like sort of vacuum packed. So this guy's open, so he's fluffed up a bit. But what came in the mail? Are you ready for this horror? And that's after they've opened and kind of fluffed up a bit. But it's a kind of random bag of bodies. But I thought this inexpensive, cute. There's all sorts of ways to adapt it. And even if you're not needle felters, if this works, there might be things that you can do. And we could have fun getting cheap, inexpensive teddy bears and making them into works of art or nightmares. Who knows what? But I feel so bad. Right, let's bring this guy into the frame. And yeah, let's have some experiments to see if he works. So the very first thing, one thing you can do on needle felted characters is to colour them, to shade them. So I'm going to use some chalks first of all. We're just going to start gentle, nothing too horrific yet. You're perfectly safe, little guy. Nothing bad's going to happen. Oh, I feel awful. So I've just got these chalks that I use. You can use all sorts of chalks. I've showcased this a million times before, but we'll just see if you're needle felting and you want to add a little. Oh, crikey! Yeah, that goes on very well. A little bit too well, I think. I didn't expect that. So yeah, we'll put on a large amount there and a little bit on his snoot. Oh, sorry, fella, that you shade far too well. So what I will do, have I got a clean little pom-pommy ball thing to just kind of blend that out a little bit and see. So, answer to the first question, does shading work on this? A little bit of chalk takes ridiculously well, so we're going to have to be careful with that. He definitely works with a little shading. Oh, son, that's quite a blush. But good to know. So if you're going to do this, only a titchy tiny bit. But it's to his plushy fur, that takes really, really well. So yes, you're right to be embarrassed about what's about to happen, son. Some things are going to change. So, and then because I suspect the answer will be yes after seeing this, but can you shade? So I'm thinking, let's do a little purple paw print. Oh, yeah, that for definite works. Little bear, that is so cute. Little bear paw prints are very possible. We're starting out gentle, just making things kind of cute. Oh, that was, Pam, that was really bad. But we got an answer. Yes, does pen, it seems as expected. Okay, it kind of bleeds through a little bit, while that while the Sharpie's still wet. Can you guys see that? It just sort of seems to bleed through slightly, but that does look kind of adorable. That definitely works. That, yeah, actually pay attention to where you're sticking the pen in. But yes, we have an answer there that we can colour. Easily colour the bears. That's a good start. But okay, well, first of all, he doesn't have a tail. So I think we should experiment with felting just to give him a little tail. This isn't quite the right colour. There's the needle I want. This isn't quite the right colour, but just we start gentle. And one thing I am planning to do that I won't do in this video, but I also want to see if he goes into the oven, if we can bake him, because I really love doing needle felted things, needle felted sculptures with some Sculpty, with polymer clay on it. And the great thing with the needle felting was I could sculpt the clay onto the needle felted piece and put it into the oven, no trouble at all. So yeah, it was really cool to be able to do that. So if it works for the teddy, I'm not sure about this rubber, but Sculpty polymer clays bake at a really, really gentle temperature. So yeah, that really worked. I won't test, but I know different glues will work. I know it because his little bow in the front here is clearly glued on. So definitely that works. Sorry about your little flushed face, sir. But yes, we're just going gentle. Let's see if something felts onto him, and he's missing a tail. So let's give him a tail. If this doesn't work at all, then yeah, we're in trouble. But well, the needle's going through, so I am hopeful we've got something here. So I'm just going to spend a bit of time. We're starting gentle. We're not, well, I'm sticking a needle into his backside. Not quite so gentle, but let's see how this goes. And it definitely seems to be felting in. This is only like 2 minutes of stabbing, so it's not going to be the firmest thing. But if this works, we could be onto something. That works pretty well. It's blending quite well into his fur. It doesn't look too weird. I'm going to try a mad coloured patch in a moment, but that's, I mean, yes, it will come off, but I've not felted it very strongly. It would come off of anything at this stage, but it's going in and it's felting. Sure. Okay, this is a start. Right, let's. Bit of blue I've got lying about. Let's make a patch on him because let's face it, he needs a sticking plaster. He's going to have some wounds at the end of this. So let's just try and stick a bit more on and see how just weird or normal or whatever it looks. Just trying to felt a kind of square onto him. The needle's got a bit of resistance. I don't think I think this is a 38 or a 40 felting needle, a twist. If you used a thicker needle, say a 36 or a 34, but I don't think anyone that's felting in this kind of size will use that kind of needle. Unless same needles are in this, it's just a 3 needle thing to try felting a little bit faster. I just want to see how this looks. I actually think this is going to be kind of cute. It's given me loads of ideas for things we can do to upgrade the little guy. But unfortunately, this little guy is not going to end up cute. But there, if you want to add little patches, it actually almost looks kind of plushy in itself. I'm surprised in a good way. Okay, so this is a definite possibility. Can you needle felt onto a cheap, probably from China, teddy bear and make it into a little work of art all on its own? I'm going to say you absolutely can. That has blended in and is looking pretty awesome. So there's definite things you can do here, but right, I want to see if we take off his little bow, does that ruin things? Because that is ugly. A brown bow saying love, and they're all the same. So let's just a little snip away on his chest there. What? Just a little surgery. It won't hurt a bit. And while I'm doing this, it might start to give me an idea of what's inside of him, so I can know if I want to go into the oven. Yeah, let's little open heart surgery here. So it's a really thin fabric, so you'll actually probably make him more structurally sound by felting onto him, because I don't think this will hold up to much. And this feels like synthetic. This feels plasticky, but does it felt? Teddy bear stuffing often felts. So if it does, then that would be even better. I don't think it does, actually. I was going to say, if it does, then because what you're felting, that's not a felting needle, what you're felting into him would be felting into something that felts, if that makes sense. So it would stick better. But I have a feeling that this might not. We'll give it a chance. If it does, it does. If it doesn't really matter. But he's definitely... his head's really well filled, but his body's a little bit not. So we could certainly add. This would be a great place, actually, for any scraps of fibre that you've got. You know, if you've made a pom-pom and any of the trimmings that you've got from your pom-pom, or any things you've trimmed when you're making something else, just keep them in a bag and you could stuff your teddy bears with them to make them a bit denser. This might be felting. It's not the best felting material in the entirety of the world, but it does seem to be felting a little bit. It's kind of creating a shape, so that's good news. This is a feltable fibre. Although it seems to have got bigger when I was felting, when usually they get smaller. But anyway, so that's good news. Not for you, little guy. It's not the best news for you. Have I got any red kicking about? Just a tiny bit, a tiny pinch of... oh, it's sparkly red. Let's do a nice thing for the teddy bear. But so that has given me tons of ideas. Let me know in the comments below what you would make, or if you want to get involved. If you needle felt, you know you can on these little teddy bears. If I can find where they were, I'll leave a link. You can actually get these ones, or any kind of teddy. It would be kind of cool to go into a charity shop, a thrift shop, and upcycle some old kids' teddy bears. That would be really sweet. But yes, what would you do? What kind of teddy would you make? I've got so many ideas. So this, I do have a bag. I think there's 20 or 40 in there. I have no idea. There's an absolute ton of them. So I totally... yeah, we could do like one a month. One teddy bear desecration, adaptation. Probably, let's not call it a desecration. One teddy bear upcycling. But yes, let's give him a little heart in there. There you go, little guy. That's better. Into your ripped open chest. Just cover it over slightly. Can we sort of give some stitches? Give some little stitches here to just hold his gaping wound together. Oh, what fun. I think we can. So yeah, that has opened up a world of possibilities for ideas for a little project. So I think if you do paper mache, if you do wire wrapping, any kind of craft that you do, any kind of art form, even painters, you could paint onto the teddy and make nice things. So if anyone's up for adapting a teddy bear, making some little changes to a teddy bear, I think 2022, we are going to change some teddy bears. There we go. Stitched it. Works so well, actually. This. I think we're onto something here. His heart's bursting out of his chest a little bit, but there we go. Oh, I'll give him. Let's do some more work on him while we're here. I just want to. I've got an idea. Yes. Give him some extra expression. So some eyebrows will definitely help, I think. A bit of a worried expression with slanty eyebrows. But yeah, let me know in the comments what kind of creature I'm thinking we could make. Dragon teddy bears. I've got a great idea for the first one. I'm not even going to share it because it's such a cool idea and I'm looking forward to making it. But there's 1,000,001 different things you can do to take your teddy from a normal kind of teddy. He has no mouth. Let's give him. So you can take your teddy from a normal teddy bear into something a little different. Slightly worried expression about him. There we go. So dig out your own teddies from charity shops. I will leave links to this, but 2022 we are going to create a range of totally unique teddy bears. Let me know if you're in. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh boy. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. That was too much fun.